weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Oh, that was dangerous.
Wilson's pass.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Brings up second.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Going for Metcalf on the deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Wilson. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
A gain of 47 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On second and 11 now. Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
Third down. Third.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's caught by Penny. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And they'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
At the 47-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Looking to throw, Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there. First down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
tactical look here for the Seahawks on third down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From the gun, Haskins on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed.
Intercepted.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Now, a 1,000-yard rusher each of the last 2 seasons. It's Chris Carson. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. 91 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting them to run the ball from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. Coming to you. Right there.
Now a give, right side. Gibson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. Big yardage that time for Washington. 51 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the handoff, it's Mack. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The throw taken in by Sims. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie. But yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
At their own 22-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
3.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Carson, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. Well, he has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Taken down at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Switch.
They'll try the left side. It's Gibson, and he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 14. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the give, this is Mack. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Intercepted.
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Carson. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Returning here is Wright. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, Gibson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain of 31.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
And the Seahawks first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
14. Right there, 55. Right here. 55, 55. Hey, eat.
the gun. Here's Wilson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And it's third down. Third and long.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down now, it's Gibson, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
The ball carrier.
Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
7-yard line.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well, but give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
The ball carrier. He was taken down by Bobby Wagner.
On third and 1, it's Haskins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35.
That's good for a Washington.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1 yard line.
Keeps this Washington 12.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because
and the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40.
Complete.
A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 50 yards.
First down, Seattle.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Seahawks.
They run it with Carson. And down inside the 15 he goes.
On the carry.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. From the gun, Wilson, and he's caught. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A run by Mack to start the drive. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 31, Haskins. He completes this one to Mack. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he stopped immediately there.
Ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Out of the shotgun, Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Intercepted.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now the third-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found them.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington has once again taken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes this Washington 19.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 56 yards.
It's a gain of 56
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with the defender right there. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 16, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Seahawks 22, Washington 19.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Danny Johnson returning. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
At the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Haskins. Open man here. Sims complete. And he's got this down to the 35. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Gibson. The tackle made by Benson Mayowa.
Ball carrier. Benson Mayowa on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Well, the 2nd down throw on target. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
6.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Mack. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 46-yard line.